Everybody, hello, welcome back to our hashtag ABC April 2025 collaboration with Tony at Crafty by Tony and Margaret at Seven Plaza. Everybody is welcome to join in. All you have to do is get the right number for the right day, and when you've made your piece, then you, wherever you post it, Facebook, YouTube, Insta, wherever it is, use the hashtag ABC April 2025, and then we can all see what you're posting. And there's some lovely stuff out there, I must say. Of course, you're very welcome to post in my group, Miss Paintalot's Junk Journal group on Facebook. That would be fabulous if you did that. But anyway, today is the 12th of April and we're up to K. And the girls have suggested keys, keyholes, knickknacks and craft paper. And I'm taking the bottom one. I'm taking craft anyway. Some of it is paper, some of it not so much. But that's what I'm using. Sorry, I'm just looking down through here. There's so many good days to come. Okay, now craft card and craft paper. You all know what that looks like. It looks like this. It's this sort of brownie recycled type paper. Usually has one good side and one side that's not quite so nice. But that's the plain craft paper. But I have in my stash two more special craft papers, and it's this one, Paper Stash Motif. Now I don't know when this was made, but a while ago I'd say. Blimey, it's not even giving me a date. Oh yeah, 2014. All right, so it's 11 years old. So there's that pad. I'll come back and show you what that is. And then there's this one, which is Paper Stash Kraft Resist. And that one might be even older, actually. 2011, yes. So, you know, it's almost vintage. So let's look at that one first. And you'll get the idea of what it is. It is craft paper, or card, I would say. Yeah, craft card. With a background pattern on it, in this case text. And then behind the text, there are areas that are, you can see them there on the camera, and they're kind of shiny. And they are made of resist. So whatever you put over them, these will resist it. Unless you're putting acrylic paint or something like that, that'll just stick to it and you'll never see the resist. But if you're using inks or distresses or sprays or whatever, whoever sprays, or spray stains, whatever, they will show up through. So that's the idea. So in this one, I've got 3 sheets of that. Then I've got this. I love this. It's like parts of dressmaking patterns in the resist. And I've got 3 sheets of that. This one, probably the most elaborate of all, is the world. And it's got lots of, what do you call it? I've just said it. Lots of resist. Thank you. Dear me, where's my head today? You know, if you just wanted to take that section out the middle, you can see you've got that compass, the compass points. You've got all the circles around it. It's beautiful, that piece. Then this one, and it hasn't got so much resist on it. It has got some. If I turn the light, you can see it's got some down here, some down there, and then some at the heading. Then this one that's all text, and it's got some resist behind it. Then there's this one, the butterflies, and it's got these swirly bits of resist. Whoa, there goes my water. Let's just pick that up. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's got this swirly resist in the background. There's 3 sheets of that. Then this one's come loose. It's a grid pattern on it, but in behind there's sort of architectural type things in behind there. Yeah, so I've got 3 sheets of that. Then we all know this birdie from the wallflower papers, and in behind him he's got loads of resist. It's all music. You see it? There's lots and lots of resist on there. He's just a bit big, isn't he? He's kind of difficult to place. So I've got 3 sheets of that, and that's the end of that pad. So yeah, lots of room to play. So let's have a look at the other one that I showed you, the one that's called Motif. And this is an interesting one because each page comes in Kraft and it also comes in white, and it's got the resist on it. I know that's difficult for you to see, but it is there. And that's the Kraft version of it. Then the stars. All my days I love the stars. And there is a Kraft version of that, which is that one. Look at that. It's glorious. I love stars, as you know. And then there is the dotty one. Dotty all over. And that's the Kraft version. Let's just put that in. Then the next one is my favourite. Look at that. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it? Look at it. Oh my goodness, it's gorgeous. Look at the Kraft version. Stunning. Maybe not for our botanical one, but stunning, stunning, stunning. Then we've got the, it's probably easier to see actually on the Kraft, the honeycomb one, hexagonal. Then wood grain. Then arrows. Lots of arrows. So I prefer this pad actually to the other one. There's more resist on it. That one's text all over it. And then we get into the smaller patches, the 6x6. And these ones are the 3, 6, 9, 12, 3x3s. Which are also very useful at times, and that's that. So that's that pad. So I have got my bit of pretend journal here, which might well end up in the journal actually. And I've taken my plain Kraft paper, it's very thin, and cut it off so it just fits with a margin around in there and a bigger margin on the spine side, so that will fit there. And what I've also done is taken a piece of the butterfly resist and I've cut it to 4.5 inches and creased it at 4, so that is going to fit. The hinge is going to fit behind there. And then a piece of the spotty dotty, I couldn't resist it, which is going to fit over there like that. And this is going to give us a almost waterfall, I suppose, type look to our pages, but we'll have all this journaling on the back because it's plain. So that's going to be journaling, that's going to be journaling, this is going to be journaling, but we might decorate it a little bit, but basically all of it's journaling. So we're adding quite a lot of, well, these 2 pieces of journaling. Okay, so I've cut those off at the right height, which is actually, in my case, just below 8 inches. And as I say, from the crease, they're 4 inches. And from the crease, this one is 3 inches. Now, what I want to do is tear down there. I don't like the straight edge so much. So I'm taking my life in my hands here and going to tear it. I'm not the world's best at tearing, but I'll give it a go. And I was really excited this morning to try this because, as you can see by the pads, there's none of it missing. So I haven't really played with it at all before. So today was play day. There we are. Yeah, that looks nice, doesn't it? It's going to look nicer than just the plain. Yeah, look at that already. It looks so much better. I'm going to attempt to do the same on this piece. It's from a different pad, so I don't know if it will tear the same way or not. It seems to be tearing okay. It's quite tough. But I think we're getting there. I'm past halfway. Keep going. There we go. Whew. So they are going to sit like that on there, and you know, they look better already. I must say at this stage, if you're going, well, that's all very well, Miss P, but we don't have this Kraft Resist card. But if you have got craft paper or craft card, you can stamp on it with the watermark ink or anything, you know, distress embossing ink, anything like that. Put clear embossing powder over it, heat it up, and you will have exactly the same thing. You really will. So, you know, there are ways around these things, always. Now for the, let's start at the back, shall we? This page needs a little bit of decoration. It's a bit bland. So from that kit that we had the other day, I've taken a leaf, a toadstool, and this that we stamped out the other day for something, and it didn't fit with what we were doing at the time. So I'm just going to put that in there like that. So we've got all this page for journaling and just this down at the bottom. So I think I'll stick that on now. And then that's kind of that page done. I've already inked around it. Wow, my glue's in super fluid mode. So I just want to put that there. Like that. I need to find a towel. I'm missing my towels. I'm going to pause you while I look for a towel. Okay, so I've found it, purloined a towel, let's say. It was in Mr. F's department for model making, but yeah, got it. Furthermore, I cut it up. So I've stuck those on there. They look very nice. And then when I was looking for towels, I came across this stamp set, which is all leaves. And I thought, oh, darn it, I should have put some leaves behind it. So I think I'm going to give that a go. It's going to be tricky because obviously they're stuck down now. I'm going to take these two smaller ones and maybe have them, I don't know, maybe just the smaller one. I don't know, I don't want to wreck it, that's the problem. I'm going to try them first on this bit of craft card. I don't know where all, oh, yeah, here it is. Let's try this one. And I'm going to use the VersaFine Vintage Sepia, which is a really old ink pad, so I don't think it's got that much. Oh, look at that. Honestly, of all the inks that it is possible to buy, the VersaFine, not the VersaFine Claire, but the VersaFine is by far the finest stamp that you will get. I don't know which colours it comes in, I haven't really got a clue. But I can tell you it is fabulous stuff. Right, I don't want this in behind, I don't want it. Oh, this is going to be tricky, isn't it? I don't even know if it's a good idea. Wonder if I can get that just about there. Well, I'm doing it. Oh yeah, that looks nice. I wonder if I can get another one there. I'm just getting cheeky now. So I want another one about there. Yeah, that wasn't a good stamp, but that's okay. That looks nicer, doesn't it? Looks more integrated. Whew, that is the right word. And maybe one down here. Yeah. Just as I say, this ink pad's quite dry, so I'm just being careful to ink it up properly. Give it a good firm press down. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. That's better. It's grown it in that corner. Lovely. And I got to tell you about VersaFine as well, which is, oh, it's absolutely fabulous stuff. I need to go online actually and see what colours it comes in, because I only have that very old one of brown. To my knowledge, I don't know. I might have more. It's a nice stamp set, isn't it? Obviously it came from Temu, I would say. Right, so there we are. We've got our corner of that page done. Oh yeah, I've got Onyx Black as well in that VersaFine. Good to know. Right, now let's get on to the exciting parts. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice there now? Yes, just get on with it. Okay, so what I want to do is colour this, and then you'll still see, if I use the Distress stains, not the oxide, don't use oxides. You could use ordinary ink with a brush and do that if you wanted to. I'm going to use these. Now these are old. These were on the go long before these were on the go, the sprays. But for this, I really quite like using these. You can get them quite exact. So we've got red on there, and I'm just wondering if I've got a red. That might look quite nice, mightn't it? It's a kind of fired brick colour, that. Let me just go and see if I've got one. Okay, so I've got fired brick and barn door. That's a brand new barn door, never been into. So it's just it's probably going to be barn door, but let's just open that up. And I'm going to try it. I've been super cautious today, trying things out. There we are, that'll do. And I'll try it out on this bit of Kraft. You don't need to shake the ordinary stains. You do obviously the oxides. Oh, that is nice. That is lovely. Come on, off you come, you're annoying me. And this is the fired brick. Oh, I don't know which one I like best. I think the first one. I think I'll go with the barn door. Let's put that at the back so I don't pick it up by mistake. Okay, so let's get to colouring this. Now, just going to give this a light mist of water, because you see what happens otherwise, it sinks straight in, and I want a bit of movement going on. Not too much. I think I'll treat myself to a new bit, because I want to leave the back bit for the back of it for journaling, so I don't really want to get it too messy. So I'll try that. Okay, so let's go in with the barn door then. Here we go. You can see straight away those bits of resist coming straight through. Oh my goodness, they're gorgeous. So I'm just tapping this in. Don't need to go right to the top. Oh, that is so nice. And I'm just going to spritz along that leading edge there. And then I'm going to go in, I think maybe Wild Honey or Vintage Photo. Let's try a bit of Wild Honey. Oh, that's nice. So just along that edge that we've just wet. Or re-wet, should I say. That looks nice, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, it just looks gorgeous. And here I've got Vintage Photo. So I'm going into that wetter bit there first, just so I don't get a very straight demarcation line. And honestly, you can do this on craft paper that you've stamped on and then embossed with clear embossing. What do you think? What does that look like? I need a bit more water here just to move that around. I think that looks absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. Now, in an ideal world, which this doesn't seem to be at the moment, but in an ideal world I would leave that to dry. And I am going to leave it just for a little while till I do the other piece, just to let it meld and work together. Oh, that is so, so nice. I'm very taken with that. Have I got a level piece of desk anywhere? Not really. I'll put it there. And it can start to dry on its own. So let's get another piece out. And we'll start this little piece here. My fingers are all mucky. And I probably don't want to move too far from those colours, but I probably don't want red in it. Or if I do, I want it at the top corner possibly. Don't know. And either way's up, let's spritz it first. That was probably a bit heavy, but it doesn't matter. And I've got blues and all sorts of colours out here, but I think I'll stick with the yellow. And I've got a green out here. I've got forest moss. That's the only green I've got in this. So I'll make a start with the mustard seed. Yeah, not revolutionary, but nice. Then I'll go into the wild honey and I'll just give that a little spray along the edge and go into the wild honey. And then I'm going to try the forest moss, see what happens. This is me experimenting in real time because I haven't done this before. Let's just spritz that a bit, get things moving. I'm not so sure about this bit here. It's not very bright, is it? I don't think I've got anything brighter though. Mustard seed is quite a bright colour, so let's try it again. See if we can build it up a little. I think that is a little bit, yeah, possibly. And I'm going to go back into the wild honey. And up into that green. It does sink into the craft paper really quickly. You've kind of got to be on your guard for it and keep it wet. Okay, that's nice. I like it. We can decorate it and it's nice. So that needs to dry as well. Let's go back to the other bit. I haven't got anywhere to put this while I get the other bit. Oh my goodness me. Let's make a little bed for it here. So that can go there. Let's bring this in and we'll dry it. And then I'll dry that one. This is moving around, which is quite nice. So let's tip it that way a bit. So yeah, and get it moving. So I'm going to dry them and then I'll be back. So there we are. I think they're pretty dry. So what you need to do now is take a clean towel. Let's take my towel because it is clean. And just buff over it. So any of the ink that's settled on the resist parts comes off and it all shines through beautifully. So you want to make sure that it's dry before you do this. So there we go. So what does that look like then when they're together? Looks nice. And it's all going to go onto there. That looks really nice, I think. Nice page to come across. So I need to ink around everything. I've inked around this already, but I need to ink around all of those and then think what we're going to put on there. Probably something to match that. So I'll get busy inking those. Okay, so I've inked around all of them and I've fussy cut this out. We have used it other places, notably there, so it all ties it together. This piece here with the butterflies, I absolutely adore. I love that colour. This, however, I feel isn't standing up to it quite so well. And I think I'm going to have to go in and recolour it. Now, if I colour red over green, I'm going to get brown. The colour wheel tells me that, so. But I'm willing to try a bit of brown in the top. And yellow, I can easily put the red over that. So I'm going to give that another go because I'm not really happy with this. That stands out so much more, doesn't it? It's glorious, that piece. This piece, not so much. So let's try it again. It's the green up here that I really don't like. So let's go in with the barn door again. Excuse me. And if this turns brown, it turns brown. It's not the end of the world. And so let's just wet that edge. I think the red is standing up a bit to it. I think that's not too bad. Oh, I was going to unscrew the top and it's already unscrewed. And I'm just going to come in here. And this should be a nice red colour. Don't forget to keep moving it around with your water. Otherwise it just sinks in and that's it. That was all she wrote. There we go. That looks so much better. So much better. Just going to try and get a bit more red up there. Okay, yeah, much happier with that. although I do seem to have a bit of a solid edge happening down here. So let's just do that. Get the water, spray that out, spray that edge out. That's it, get it moving. Great. So, like I keep telling you about mixed media stuff, you can always change it. It's perfect. Right, so now I guess I need to dry this. So I'll see you when that's dry. There we go, it's pretty dry. And that looks loads better. It's got lots more life to it. So let's try it with the other pieces. See what we think. Yes, that stands out so much better. Stands up to this red. I mean, this has come out quite orangey. That's all right, I'm not fussed about that. But you can still see the green, you can still see that wild honey, and this is a more orangey red, but that's fine. So what's that going to look like? Oh, what a world of difference. It's a whole world of difference. So let's stick our leaf and our mushroom down. So don't forget, you can't go over the hinge. Well, you can, but it won't be seen. And that one there. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So let's just go ahead and glue that. I hope the craft paper's dry enough to allow me to glue. It's pretty dry, but it's not all the way dry. Oh, we'll soon find out. So I want that there. So I want this. About there. Lovely. So you can see with Kraft Resist, or by making your own Kraft Resist, the world's your oyster. You can do what you like. I mean, this is just my very first sort of play with it, but I can see the possibilities are, well, they're endless, aren't they? So I've had those paper pads for years now. I didn't buy them new. They came in a Mr. F special bundle from Etsy, eBay I mean. And I honestly didn't know what to do with them, and I never got them out to play with. But now I have. You could expect to see quite a bit more. I think about there. Yeah, that looks okay. Give this a good press down. There we go. Doesn't that look cute? It probably needs a label or something on it. Yeah, I'd say it does. Where are my labels? Is that labels? Could be. Let's have a look and see. Today is your lucky day. Believe in yourself. I don't know where these came from. Make a happy life. Face your fears. Oh, there's lots of little words in here. I have no idea where they came from. Exquisite. Quite like that. What do these ones say? Divine. Hope. Yeah, there's always an element of hope, isn't there? Passionate. Inner beauty. That's a bit too... I could cut it in half though, couldn't I? Inner beauty. Yeah, I'll leave that out because that might be alright. Sweet. No, there's nothing sweet about mushrooms. Toadstools. Quite like that number. I've been in my label box for ages. Got that one now, it's a bit bright. Let's have a look through here, see what we've got. Lots of big labels. What are these ones? I don't think I've got any little labels. I've got butterflies and owls. I think, oh, I don't know where they came from. That's the truth. Butterflies, plants, flowers, plain ones, vintage finds. That green one's quite nice, isn't it? Leave that out. Red ones. The red ones are nice. Yes. Yes, they are. Sorry about this, guys. This is life. This is how it goes. Brown. No, I like the red. Don't think there's anything else in there particularly going to float my boat. Let's say not. What does that say? Wonderful and magical. Oh, magical. Yeah, let's have magical. Because toadstools. I'm going to leave those out because I don't know what they are. I don't know. I think toadstools are magical because fairies live underneath them, don't they? I think so. I believe so. These are all a bit light coloured now. You can go back in. Magical. Can go about there. Let's cut that out and see what we think. Excuse me. Magical. Yes, I like that. Not you, not today. Do I need anything more than that? Like that, for example. Yeah, I quite like that. I quite like that. Let's do that. Let's do it. Where's my lid? Okay, so let's ink around here. Let's ink around here. Not too much though, because the inside's all distressed anyway. And I don't want to lose the red. And then I need something. Do I need something to put on that? I'm quite happy with it just being a blank label in this occasion, on this occasion. So I'm going to stick the label down first. It's a disaster on my table. As ever, doesn't matter how organised the shelves are, my desk's always a tip. So that's going to go about there, I think. Is that straight? I believe it is. Let's just fold over that and trim that down. Well, actually, I can probably fold it round. Yeah, that's all right there. And then that is going over there like that. And I think that looks pretty magical. I can't see the fairies. Maybe you can. Because they only reveal themselves to certain people, I believe. Right, there we go. Pop that onto there. That is no way straight. That's not bad. Okay, let's stick them down there. There we go, I'm quite happy with that. I'm very happy with that actually. It's lush. So what we need to do now, How nice to come across this page in a journal though. And if you didn't want to do the whole waterfall page thing, just do that. Glue it top and bottom and you've got a pocket. Yeah. Or this one. You could do that on its own. Make that into a pocket. Might do that actually. Oh, look at that. That looks gorgeous. No, let's do what I said I was going to do. Right, so you just need to stick these down now. I'm going to use collal for that purpose. Helicopters buzzing overhead. We live very close to a huge army range and we often get helicopters around. I don't mind the little ones, but those Chinook things, I absolutely hate them. They frighten me. Right, so just not quite up to the crease. There is good. Just before you really stick it down, make sure it's square. Yep. And then we've got this one. So once again, just want to put our glue on. Oh, that's a big dollop of glue. And remember, we left room on the left hand side, on the hinge side. I'm just going to take off some of that glue, there's just too much of it there. So we can sort of build out a little bit, make sure that it lies flat. So is that right? I think probably so. So you see that one's not lying exactly on top of the other one. It's stepped back a bit, just to allow it the freedom to move, to open up easily, and also not to be so thick all in one place. There we have it. I'm not going to worry about tying these down because they're in a journal. They'll soon flatten down. So that's that. Back is not clean. It doesn't matter. It's going to be able to journal on it. It's only these. You can easily write over it. That one and then this one. Journaling, journaling. And prettiness. Magic. It's all magic. And that is going to go onto our journal page like so. So you're going through your journal and you come across that. What could be nicer? And, you know, there's always that other idea that I showed you that I might implement myself, of having just this as a pocket. So, you know, then you can put your journaling card in. But it looked really nice, didn't it, when we didn't have the butterfly? But I love that butterfly piece. That's got to go in. Yeah. So there we are. There we have it. Kraft Resist paper. Who knew? Not me, I can tell you that. I've never used it before. Never. But I love it now. So let's just have a quick look at what's on the agenda for tomorrow. Where are we? K for craft paper. So it's L tomorrow. So we've got labels, layers, ledger and lace. Come on. Come on, what junk journaler is, you know, that's music. Oh no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. It's day off. Day off. Forget all that. The L is on Monday the 14th. So I'll see you on Monday with L for labels, layers, ledger and lace, and any other thing I can think of. And enjoy what's left of your weekend. It's 2 o'clock here on a Saturday afternoon. We're going to have lunch and then we're going to go for a little bit of grocery shopping, and that'll put the afternoon in. So thanks so much for joining me. Really appreciate it. I hope you like what we've done, and I hope you bear in mind that you can do, if you haven't got the resist paper, you can make your own. Easy as. So, bye for now, guys. Take care. Bye.